Hello, this is Dr. Raz. In this video, I would like to show you how to calculate the thresholds for normal distribution. Let's get started. First, I would like to go to our class Blackboard page to be able to download the data. So when you scroll down, you should be able to see Introduction to Normal Distribution. And here you should be able to find the CSV file. Three dots, download the original file. Now I would like to open that file. And once you open this file, you can work on this file. Again, it's a CSV file, so I would like to first save it as file, save as an Excel file to be able to make changes on this file. Here you can see the call ID numbers for 1,000 calls and call durations in minutes for this 1,000 calls. And first, I would like to click on top left corner to select the entire worksheet. Between those two letters, double click to adjust the width so I can see the numbers clearly. Next, I would like to calculate the mean, which in Excel we use average function. Go to B1, Control Shift down arrow, press enter, and that's the average. And if you don't want to see all these decimals, what I can do is I can just click on this comma right here. Next, I would like to calculate standard deviation. And here I will use standard deviation of the sample and click on B2, Control Shift down arrow, press enter. So you can see that standard deviation is 1.98, 1.96. And now what I would like to do is go one standard deviation from the mean, both directions, which will cover around 68% of the values. And to do that, I will first select the mean minus standard deviation. That's the lower bound. And I can do the same thing for upper bound, mean. This time instead of minus, plus standard deviation. So between 8 to 12 minutes, we have 68% of our values. Let's do the same thing for 95% of our values. So here, what I can see is that, again, mean minus, this time 2 times standard deviation. And same thing here, the mean plus the 2 times the standard deviation. So 95% of my values should be between these two thresholds, 6 minutes to almost 14 minutes. And let me show you another Excel function, which can be very helpful. So for example, if I want to look at those probabilities, I can use normal distribution function, and I can use this lower bound, comma, the average value, comma, standard deviation, comma, cumulative. So you can see that around 16% of our call values should be less than 8 minutes based on normal distribution. And I can do the same thing for 12 minutes. To be able to do that, I will first lock my mean because I will use that same average over and over again, function F4, and then also my standard deviation function F4 to lock it. Now what I can do is drag it right and drag it down. So you can see that 84% of my values are less than or equal to 12 minutes, should be based on normal distribution, and 98% of the values should be less than or equal to almost 14 minutes, and 2% of the values should be less than or equal to 6 minutes. So if you look at these distances to calculate the probability of being between those thresholds, I can just do 84 minus 16, which is, you can see, 68% roughly. Drag it down. 98 minus 2, and again, there are some decimals. It's around 95%. So you can calculate this is the proof of these values. That's it for this video. Until next video, enjoy.